As President Trump braces for impeachment, the Democratic-led House is gearing up for a vote Wednesday on two articles, abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. The House Judiciary Committee report overnight arguing the president betrayed the nation by abusing his high office. Now, some Democrats in swing districts are feeling the heat, like Michigan Congresswoman Elissa Slotkin, who faced mixed reaction when she announced she's voting yes.
I made this decision out of principle and out of a duty to protect and defend the Constitution. I feel that in my bones.
That after Democratic New Jersey Congressman Jeff Van Drew, who also represents a Trump district, signaling he plans to switch parties. His constituents sharply divided.
He's lost my vote.
I think it's a very good thing. He believes in what Donald's done.
If the president is impeached, the matter goes to the Senate for a trial, where Trump allies are making their position clear.
I think what's best for the country is to get this thing over with.
And tonight, Minority Leader Chuck Schumer pushing for witnesses to testify, including Acting Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney and former National Security Advisor John Bolton.
If Leader McConnell doesn't hold a full and fair trial, the American people will rightly ask, what are you, Leader McConnell, and what is President Trump hiding?
Meanwhile, tonight, President Trump is defending his personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, who was recently back in Ukraine investigating the Bidens.
He sees all of the hoax that happens when they talk about impeachment hoax or the Russian collusion delusion.
Tomorrow, the House Rules Committee will hash out details of how this will all play out. And then Wednesday, the full House will vote. With Democrats in the majority, it is highly likely they will formally impeach President Trump.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.